Alright, Grant, it's all you, bud.
Alright, uh, welcome everyone to the Worldwide Racing League here at Sonoma. This is the round of 8, starting. We are going to do a pace lap here in memorial for all the victims of the shooting yesterday in Texas. We are running, there's a few guys with some custom cars made here today. It's definitely going to be a fun race to watch. We had a lot of fun yesterday in the Busch Series at Mid-Ohio. Jade is one of the drivers to watch here today, as well as Jardy. They have both been really strong on road courses.
Alright, you're clear.
As we are starting to go through the infield section, or the carousel.
Right side. Careful, still there.
Looking forward to watching these guys have a good race here. Looking for 12 laps here in stage
Careful,
1.
Still there. Right side.
As you will have,
All clear.
let's see, is that Keith or Jardy going to be starting on pole?
That'll be Keith on pole.
Okay. So, Mr. NASCAR, or Keith as we call him, he will be starting pole, followed by Jardy in second, Jade in third, Annette starting in fourth, as we are coming to the S. This is a fun part of the track to drive. Definitely high speed, flowing left and right.
Stay to your left.
Did you copy that, Grant?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, buddy.
Yep, alright, I'm gonna take off here and let y'all do y'all's thing now.
Careful, still there. Stay left. Careful, still there.
So, with a late breaking announcement, there is one driver who's not present here for this race today.
Alright, you're clear.
It is going to be
Alright, you're clear.
Secure the Perks. So he is going to be in a must-win situation, most likely going into the following weeks here.
Right side. Stay to your right.
As we are hearing that there are already problems starting off the start here. A lot of hard braking areas in this track as well. Easy passing opportunities, especially going into turn 2. And the entrance to the carousel. It's easy to get loose on this track as well as getting off into the sand on either side of the track. So a lot to watch here today. It's going to be a lot of fun. As we are loading back in with Keith sitting in fourth here. He was the pole sitter. Jardy looks to be in the lead, followed by the 18 of Dash for Cash, who's battling with the Napa machine, number 9 of Cheesehead here. Cheese looking to the inside. He's probably going to get a... Yep, he is going to get the pass here, as Keith is trying to make the pass as well on Dash. Dash pulls away, and Jardy leads lap 1. Coming back up through turns 1 and 2 here.
Keep it nice and smooth for him.
Ooh, Dash for Cash a little bit sideways there. He's going to let Keith go on the inside. As Samster and
Alright, you're clear.
Jardy. Nope, that was not Jardy. Looks like we do have one car wrecked. Looks to be Samster. He's back driving, going into the infield carousel. part of the track as we have Dash for Cash off to the side of the carousel as well. A lot of hard racing early with these guys. None of them holding nothing back as Keith is looking to the inside of Cheesehead going through turn 7. Down through the S's. It's hard to go double side by side here. Definitely got to be single file through this section of the track. Coming through turn 10 here. Come to the hairpin of turn 11. Another heavy braking passing zone here. This corner is most notorious known for the battle between Stewart and Hamilton back in 2011.
Leader is taking lap 4. It will be silent.
Right side. Slow down.
As Jardy leads lap 4 there. Starting lap 5. Again, that was also done in memoriam for the victims of the shooting in Texas as well. We saw a couple of good battles there between a few drivers. As Samster is going into the pits here. This is definitely early from a wreck. He is not in a position to where he'll go a lap down unless the damage is major. Keith trying to make a move on Cheesehead here on the inside. This is for second position. Side by side. As Keith will fall back behind Cheesehead going back down through the S's. Long sweeping corner here. Turn 10. As they go to the hairpin. Not going to be able to make a move here as both of these two have started catching Jardy. Come to lap 6 here. Shamster is in danger now of going a lap down to Jardy as he pulls off to the side for the leaders. He will most likely be the only car lap down at the end of the stage, so he will get his lap back. As we are currently watching Jade as he enters the infield section of the course. As Jade gets slightly off track there through the carousel, that's one of the major areas that we're going to have to watch tonight. This track is one of those where it's not about the aggression that you drive, it's more of the control that you have over the car is very important to have. So a lot of these drivers you'll see who are more aggressive, they will be more loose through the corners, which can be fast, but it could also be dangerous at the same time. It could open you up for a pass or even possibly end up damaging yourself and wrecking out of the race. As we go back to watching the leaders, Jardy's still leading. Cheese jumping the curbs there. That'll give the position to Keith as they're going through the carousel. Cheese still off track, but he gets back on. Fine, no problems there. Samster off track in the carousel. He seems to be having a problem driving the track for now, but that damage really doesn't help him, as Scorpius is going to kind of follow there. Keith trying to track down the leader. Jardy probably about a second and a half behind him. If Keith can get there, this is going to be a great battle between these two. Jader, you gonna have to pit it all in the stage, or is it just gonna be straight through?
Stay right.
We shouldn't have to pit.
You're clear.
Okay.
Time to go, driver.
Lot of damaged cars early in this race. Again, it's a lot to do with the over-aggression nature of this track. As we see Keith on the bumper of Jardy here. He's not close enough to give him a bump yet. He's going to have to follow through in the S's. Jardy, just best thing for him to do is just sit there, run his line. Not try to worry about Keith. Keith trying to get as close as he can, fill that mirror full of Jardy. Trying to pressure him into making a mistake as they enter the hairpin. Coming out through turns 1 and 2, does Keith give him the bumper there? No, he doesn't. But a car leans back. Does Keith make the move going into the carousel here? No, Keith is going to kind of lead back. Still following in the tire tracks of Jardy here. Keith trying to take it a little bit more steady on entry. Try to get the drive off the corner compared to Jardy, but Jardy's going to pull away. As we also see, I believe that's a net. Nope, that is not a net. That is Cheesehead closing back up on the leaders as well. Keith still trying to put the pressure on him. Jardy's not letting it bug him whatsoever. Keith with a great run going through turn 10 there. Is he going to try to make the pass here this lap? No, he's not. He's going to sit back, let Jardy have it. Jardy swings wide a little bit. Keith looking to the inside. Jardy will pull back ahead as they take the final corner coming to the start-finish line. It's a great battle here. Keith's trying to find that different line to find the speed or the advantage.
Good
This
job.
is the battle of the watch now. Everyone else is pretty well spread out through the field. Keith again, easy on entry through the carousel section of the track. And Keith was actually kind of able to pull even with Jardy there. Didn't really lose any ground to him at all. As Jardy takes a more narrow entry into the first hairpin on the track, coming through the infield to the S's. Keith's trying to take a little bit wider. Turn 10, Jardy slightly off track there. That's going to hurt a little bit of speed. Keith was trying to make a look there. Nothing having it. Jardy a little bit more defensive line there going through the hairpin. Was able to defend that from Keith. Keith did not get a good turn two there. Kind of lost a little bit of time there to Jardy, but he's making it back up through this section of the track. Turns 3 and 4.
2 to go, driver.
As we start back into the infield to the carousel. Jardy loose on entry, but he's still managing to hold on.
Left side, left side. All right, you're clear.
As Keith keeps it even in between the two. Again, Keith's trying to get a little bit wider corner there to make a move on Jardy as he gives him a slight tap to the exit of the corner. Back to the S's, single file they go. Back to the hairpin, Jardy almost made a mistake of entering pit road there. As he goes wide, it allows Keith to close back up on the bumper, but Jardy still pulls away. Turns 1 and 2, Jardy clips the grass a little bit. Still no advancement from Keith yet. Close to him. Does he give him the bumper here? No, he doesn't. Keith gets very close to it, but he just can't quite get there to either move Jardy or just, you know, give him a little bit more of an intimidation factor to say, hey, I'm still here, I haven't gone nowhere, as Keith gets off track. But we are coming up on Keith's better section of the track. The S's, he can usually gain a few tenths here and there through the S's to close back in on Jardy. Where it really helps him though is turn 10, the quick little right-hander coming off of this sweeping turn. As it looked like Jardy was able to get the hold there, but Keith closing in on that heavy braking zone for the hairpin. Cheese still closing in, but there's still quite no pressure from him yet. As we go back, check back through the field. Jade with damage on his hood. Not sure where that came from. And that 20 with a lot of damage on his hood as well. Dash, the same thing. A lot of these drivers with a lot of hood damage. Not sure what's going on.
That'll get the job done, driver.
That's the stage.
10-4. Jardy is your stage 1 winner, followed by Keith and Cheesehead is your top 3. So Jade, as we were going through there, I saw a lot of cars were loose. Going through a lot of the corners. Does it just feel slick out there, or is it the setups you think that are making this happen?
The biggest thing with these setups is that a lot of the time the drivers don't test them in an actual online lobby versus just test session, and it definitely shows what cars are gonna be hurt and which cars are not.
10-4, we'll let you get back to the race as we go back green with Jardy taking the green flag here.
We got 9 to go on the stage.
10-4. A Nat making a move on Cheesehead here, coming up through turns 2 as he's off track. Cheese and Keith back 1, 2, 2 and 3 there. As the net's getting a little wide through the section there and off track. He's trying to hold it. Keith trying to make a move on Cheesehead. Jardy kind of pulling away as Scorpius was off track to the carousel.
Right side. Alright, you're clear.
It'll be interesting to see what Cheese can do here. Keith was trying to make a move
Left side.
as we see Jade get loose off the corner. Jardy with a better turn 10 there compared to Cheese. That should also let Keith catch up as well. Heavy braking zone. Cheese barely misses Jardy, as that'll give Keith the inside, and Cheese will pull back ahead. Keith trying to look back up on the inside of Cheesehead as they're coming through turns 3 and 4 here. As they are both closing back in on Jardy again. Cheesehead with the pull away from Keith there. Keith kind of fell back a little bit as Jardy and Nanette or Jade and Nanette have fallen back from the top 3 as well. Coming through the S's as Cheese over the rumble strips got him loose, but he was managing to hold the car still steady. He really gained through up on Jardy there, coming through turns 9, 10. He's still slower, and Jardy gets him there. Heavy braking zone. Does he give him the bumper? No, he doesn't. Not close enough yet. Jardy will lead this up as well. Keith pulling back up on Cheesehead here. Does he give him the bumper? Again, no, but Cheesehead trying to make a look on Jardy here. He's not able to do it, and Jardy will hold on to it. And they both go off track. Keith will take the lead here. Nat trying to make a move for third. They're 3 wide coming out of the carousel. Nat with a huge move there to get second place as Jardy comes battling back up on the inside. Coming to the S is Keith with the lead now. Which one's going to back off? Jardy backs off. Oh, as he makes contact with Cheese. Cheese makes contact back. They both go back off track again.
I checked up so hard not to hit you guys, and I went off track.
A lot of hard battling as Jardy goes back off track again. That'll give the position to Jade.
Oh! It's all good.
She's trying to get that position back from Annette here. As there was contact with Jardy. Jardy with Jade and, who's that behind you?
Jardy.
Oh, that is Jardy. Okay, my bad. Yep. Keith with a huge lead here, no pressure behind him.
I'm pretty sure that's Baz.
Run his laps and he'll be okay.
Yes.
Jardy, after leading
maybe that's
this
not
whole
it.
race with a couple of huge mistakes, falls back into fifth here. That's definitely going to change how his car drives with that air. As it looks like Keith slowed through turns 9 there. Annette trying to make a move, gives him the bumper. And Keith is around.
Clear to your right.
She's had putting heavy pressure on Annette here.
Radio sweetheart Charlie Irwin.
5 to go, 5 to go.
And Annette almost goes off track there. He saves it as she's going up on the inside. Annette will have the line for turns 3, but Cheese will have the line for turn 4. Coming into turn 5. Cheese gets ahead, but Annette gives him a little bump. And Cheese takes the lead away from Annette. Annette coming back up strong through the carousel. He's looking back. He's got the preferred line through these corners. Uzi gives a bump to Cheese, trying to get him out wide. Cheese will still retain the lead coming through the S's. As Cheese and Annette both go off track there a little bit, as well as Jade and Jardy as they're catching up to these two as well.
Jardy, I had to bail because I was not sure if you were going to stop or not. Okay. As Annette off track in turn 2. That'll give the position to Jade and Jardy as Jade goes off track. 3 wide per second. Jardy with a bit of effect there. Sorry, Jardy.
As Jade's looking back up on the inside.
You're clear.
Annette still loose.
I'm not going to fight you for that hard yet.
And Jardy back up to second after being 5th just laps ago.
My thing is, I see somebody else getting out of shape, and then I try to move over to give them the space, and I get myself out of shape.
That's why I wasn't lifting there.
Yeah.
I constantly do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in F1.
Mm-hmm.
Jade with heavy pressure coming to Jardy as Jardy pulls away slightly.
Don't worry, Jardy and I did just about the same thing.
Back it down, back it down.
What?
Almost went in the grass.
Oh yeah, right there, turn 10.
Yeah.
Yep. How many to go?
3. Coming to 2. This next time by.
10-4.
I didn't even fucking drive backwards. You special now? Yeah.
And that would be Samster
But I mean, I wasn't.
with a blown motor.
I was trying to make it to the end of the stage, not get any damage. Night, Sam.
Jardy trying to close in on our leader, Cheesehead here.
Right side, all clear.
What the fuck?
Coming through the S's. Jardy slightly off track through there again.
Just so fucking stupid.
As our leader, Cheesehead, coming to 2 to go this time. Followed by Jardy in second. Jade in third.
Oh, my car gets
And
better as
Annette in
Lauren goes
fourth.
on, Jordy.
As Jade off track, but he's able to stop it and keep going through turn 2.
Oh, what was that?
Ooh, off track again in turn 3. Saves it from the tire barrier there. But that'll bring a Nat in for a battle for third. Annette trying to find that line now as he comes to the quarter panel of Jade.
Left side.
Jade having run that out of the line, that'll give the advantage to Annette coming through the carousel. As they're side by side coming up to the stretch. That'll give Jade the preferred line through these 2 corners. Coming to the S's. Annette with a slight little bump there. And Jade will take third back. Going down to the S's. Jardy seems to be closing up on our leader, Cheesehead, some. Jardy trying to send it just a little bit deeper, try to make up some more ground.
Clear left,
As our leader, Cheesehead, is taking the white flag here.
all clear.
1 to go in stage 2.
More to go.
Jardy still not close enough to make a move yet. He may be content with just sitting in second for this stage, knowing that he did win the last one, which is going to help him in the playoffs here. Looks like Jardy had the better section through the carousel there. Again, sending it a little bit deeper, trying to get that ground. Come through turns 9 and 10 for the last time for this stage. Jardy's still not close enough to make the move. Cheesehead with the stage 2 victory. Followed by Jardy. In third place we will have Jade.
Top 5 that stage. That'll get the job done, driver.
Followed by Nat. In fourth. And then in fifth we will have Keith. lot of great racing out on the track today, as we've seen so far. Interested to see what someone may do as far as strategy here. Jade, do you know how many times we'll have to pit in stage 3?
We're looking twice, I think.
Okay. As Cheesehead will retain the lead through pit stops at the end of the stage. And we are back green. Jardy holding even with them here, coming through turns 1, 2. Jade with the bump to Cheese. Jardy off track, as everyone behind them is off the track. That'll give advantage to Cheesehead.
All clear.
Everyone's single file. That was the strangest set of turns 1 and 2 I've seen ever at a Sonoma race. Jardy sitting in second, trying to catch the leader Cheesehead again, as he runs very wide out through the corner. That'll give Jade up side by side. Which one of them's going to give out for the S's? Jardy lifted, letting Jade have it, as Jardy pulls the crossover and goes right back by him.
Right side's clear.
Cheesehead off track. That's going to let Jardy and Jade catch up. As Scorpius and Annette were back there up in the wall, as they're battling with Dash for Cash. Cheesehead all by himself. The battle is going to be for second with Jardy, Jade, and Keith trying to catch back up. Jardy wide in the carousel, Keith in the dirt. Jardy and Keith Jade side by side here. Jardy still with the preferred line. Jade still holding strong though. Neither one's lifting. Which one will it be? It'll be Jade, as Jardy pulls back out ahead for second. Our leader Cheesehead is enjoying the battle between those two. It just gives him more time to pull away. Jade falling back into the clutches of Keith. Who's also in the clutches of Annette. G's still leading the chase. Jardy trying to do the small things to catch up here. Still a long way to go here in the stage. She's coming through the hairpin here. He's still out leading in front of Jardy, followed by Jade. Followed by Keith and Annette for 5th. Scorpius for 6th. Oh. And Dash for Cash, who is really slow out on the track. I believe he may be saving fuel. As we go back to our leader, Cheesehead, still no immediate danger from Jardy as he's going way wide through, coming out of the infield section to get into the S's. But that may also be helping him as he gets a major speed boost going straighter off the corner compared to Jardy. As Jardy gets off track, oh, he clips the wall.
Watch your speed, please.
And Jade makes contact. Both of them still keep it straight. Jardy wide through the hairpin. That'll give Jade the position. As Jardy pulls back on Jade. I'll tell you, Jardy's been saving some cars that have been completely sideways this race. As Cheesehead is off track, that'll give the lead back to Jardy. Jade moves up to 2nd. And we're hearing over the radio, Cheese is very upset with himself. Jade trying to look for that area that Jardy's weak in. Try to get that pass as Cheese is coming back up behind Jade here.
Back it down, back it down. Black flag is in
Oh,
the air
Jade
for us.
ends up getting the pit commitment line. Wow. Huge upset there for Jade. That's going to completely mess up the race. Cheese and Keith end up taking 2nd and 3rd there with that mistake. Huge upset for Jade. I know he was one of the favorites for tonight. As we go back on to Keith, he's looking to make a pass on Cheesehead here as they're coming back out of the infield section of the carousel into the S's. Through the hairpin of turn 11 again. None of them, no one anywhere near close to make a pass for each other. As Jardy leads another lap here today. Jardy with the dominant car. The question is, what can Cheese or Keith do to find a way around him, either through the pit cycle or a car adjustment to speed that they need in order to get back around Jardy. It seems whichever one of the three had the lead, they were able to hold it really well. So it'll probably come down to pit strategy of which one can get in front of the other here. But again, as we said, this track is very technical. You've got to be more smooth with your car. You've got to be able to control it in order to have the speed to dominate the race, as well as what Jardy, Keith, and Cheese have done, and Jade able to hold into fourth. They've been able to control their cars a lot more than the rest of the field in order to stay there. Keith desperately trying to figure out a way to get up to Cheese to make the pass. As Cheese will pull back on through in the carousel. Keith gains on him a little bit in entry. Back to the dog leg here. To the two right-handers leading back to the S's. Keith closing in quite a bit of ground there. Runs a little bit wide, trying to get that straighter shot off. To get a little bit more speed down through the S's. A little bit wide there on Keith. That'll let Cheese pull away. As these three close in on each other, will that bring fourth place back into the picture, or will that, or are these three just in a league of their own right now? Jardy off track in turn two. That'll give Cheese head, but he retains second from Keith. Cheesehead, your new leader, coming through 3 and 4. Cheese wide through the carousel. Still keeps good distance above Jardy here. Cheese again wide as Jardy's going to take that lower line through there. Really closes in through the center of the corner, but Cheese gets to drive off.
20 laps to go. Not that long.
Give or take.
Come through turn 10 again as Cheese is back off course. That'll let Jardy try to make a move for the lead, and he doesn't do it. He pulls back in line, and Cheese will lead another lap. Jardy making a huge move there on Cheese in turn 2. He backs off. Let's Jardy keep the lead. Keith is right there ready to pounce on Jardy. Keith right on the bumper of Jardy as they come through the infield carousel. Long sweeping left hand corner. NASCAR hasn't run this part of the track in a long time. This is only their second or third year of running it at this point. As Jardy making a move. Back on Cheese through the two right-handers. Cheese gonna keep the lead as they come through off the corner. Oh, Jardy with a huge move there. Still not able to capitalize on it. Cheese able to hold it with a terrible line through 9 and 10 there. Still able to hold it out of the grass and to keep the lead. As we take a look back through the rest of the field, Jade is all by himself. And Nat is all by himself. Dash is all by himself on the carousel. As we cycle back up to Cheesehead in the lead. It's only about half a second back to Jardy. Keith still right there at the back of Jardy, trying to make a move. Keith still trying to find that line to get around Jardy. Keith looking towards the inside for the hairpin here. Jardy will still be able to hold it. Coming to the line, it's still just these three drivers. Third turns 1 and 2. As Cheesehead goes off track through the infield section, that messes up Jardy, and Keith gets the lead. Jardy takes second, and Cheese is completely out of the picture here. Jardy trying to look to the left side of Keith here. Moves towards the right. Keith still with the preferred position here. Is Jardy going to send it a little bit, try to get the position on Keith? He does. They go side by side. Jardy overtaking Keith there for the lead as they go into the S's. That was a huge move by Jardy to get the lead there. Cheese still not that far back. He can still catch back up and make a move for the lead. As he does have damage on the front of his nose now. Keith still trying to find that line to get back around Jardy for the lead here. This is very deja vu from stage 1. As Keith gives a little bumper as they go into the infield part of the course.
Excellent lap. Good job.
Jardy's still able to retain the lead here. He's still just not quite close enough to make a move. I know how frustrating this could be as a driver. Still, again, everyone still has to pit at least once, maybe twice. As I'm hearing over the 53 radio, they'll probably only have to hear pit one more time. Coming back into the S's, Jardy still with about a second and a half lead over Keith. Nat's catching up to Cheese. Those two really haven't caught the leaders much the past couple laps. Cheese still driving hard, trying to though. As the Nat goes off track here, and Cheese is pitting. Nat, Keith, and Jardy still out there on the track. Keith a little bit wide through turn 2. That'll give Jardy even more room. Jardy still with a good lead here. Back through the final 2 corners of the infield section as they get back into the S's. Keith still nowhere to compete for the lead. As Keith goes off track, our leader Jardy is pitting. That'll give Keith the lead. A Nat also coming into the pit this time. Cheesehead coming through the carousel. Coming up to the 2 right-handers to lead into the S's. As we see Jardy entering his pit stall. And a Nat now coming into his pit stall. Scorpius coming into pits. As Keith is still out the track, he's about to come through the 2 right-handers to lead into the S's. Jardy, currently in the carousel section of the track, is making that long left-hand sweeper. Jade about to enter the right-hander to go into the carousel. Annette and Cheesehead both in the carousel, right ahead of Jade. They're exiting, going down the dogleg to the two right-hand turns. Dash for Cash is in pit road. Currently in his pit stall getting service. And Keith is in pits. Jardy coming to the line now. He will take the lead back away from Keith and get a good gap between the two. Annette coming up through turns 1 and 2 with Dash right in front of him. Keith is going to have to try to find a way now to get back up to Jardy. This is easily a 3 to 4 second lead, I believe, that Jardy has over Keith. I know a lot of these drivers who are in the back would love to see caution now. Jardy says no caution today. Let it go green.
Getting low on gas. Getting low on gas. You're running
He's
on
loving to look around him. No one in front of him. No pressure behind him from Keith. All Jardy has to do is just run his line. Don't worry about anybody.
You're almost out of gas.
Keith is closing a little bit. Coming out of the dog leg with the two right-handers into the S's. As we're getting reports that the 53 will be coming into pits this time.
You're almost out of gas.
Keith's trying to find any advantage that he can. It's just not happening right now. Jardy loving
Watch your speed, please.
this, hoping for no cautions. You know, Keith, Annette, and the rest of the guys back there would love to see caution come out still. There's just no one around anybody. As looks like Keith was slightly off track, that's going to open up the lead even more for Jardy. Keith really trying to drive hard to make up this time, but it's just hurting him now at this point, as he definitely has those tires hot.
Clear up the pins. Hammer down.
Everyone's pretty well all by themselves. No cars no cars really to battle each other here. The whole battle is going to be here between Keith and Jardy. Can Keith catch back up to Jardy in order to make the pass or not? Can I get a lap count, please? How many, Jade?
9 go?
9 to go.
9? Okay, thank you.
Alright. So, what's the final verdict? Because we're going to call it this time if people want caution. If people don't want caution, keep it green. I thought it was one incident, but one car was affected and got damaged, and the other one wrecked. Oh shit. So. Called it.
It's up to you. Jade's coming up to the line. Or Jardy is.
It's not too late. Call it now. Caution's out.
As you heard it live from race control, caution has come out.
All right, slow it down so we can pit this lap and don't waste time. I mean, you're gonna get a chance to pit this time.
Clear left.
So as it stands right now, Jardy is your leader with Keith in second, Cheesehead in third.
Alright.
Scorpius is off track in the S's. Dash for Cash getting the free pass here. And Nat is in fourth. As only the top four are together right now. So coming to pit in, we have Jardy in the lead, Keith, Cheese, and Annette. We'll see what these four will do. Who will come out ahead? Does one of them pull strategy of only taking 2 tires? Nope, looks like all of them took 4. As Jardy barely pulls on Keith. Cheese is still in third. and a Nat in fourth. That was a tight battle off the line there for pit road.
Oh, boys.
Okay, get back in there. Let's go.
Yes. Okay. My car's not good for like a lap and a half. So,
As we see Scorpius and Dash just now getting in their pit boxes.
the control car.
No, I think you can beat me, but I have to get wheel spin or something. You can't just go under me.
I had this morning. We use the control car. But if for some reason he gets loose or spins tire, and you can beat him on you can beat him in line. We're gonna do twos on the first S. For me,
I would do choose now, to be honest.
yeah, first S. Okay, great. Well, depends on
Okay, it looks like Jardy's going to take left lane. Keith is going to take right. Cheese is going to take right, and Nat taking left. Looks like Jade is going to be taking the left lane here.
I thought you were racing in Wordsworth. We're way down.
7 to go to green, right?
Go way down. I have to come to a dead stop.
Jade,
What, Grant?
7 to go right?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna hit the line before they get here.
No, don't make it. Don't make it. Alright, it's not here. We're here.
Looks like Dash will take right lane
Still
and
there.
Scorpius will take left.
Right side.
As we go back green with 7 to go. Jardy with a good jump there on the restart. 10-4, 6 to go. Keith in second, Cheese in third.
Still there. Right side's clear.
Or is that a Net in third? Nope, that is Cheese in third. No, that's a Net, I'm sorry. That is a
Left
Net.
side. Left side.
Cheese is in fifth, Jade is in fourth.
Stay to your right.
Jade and Annette side by side. Cheese looking towards the outside, and Cheese keeps it on the track. As Jade and Annette are going to be battling side. Nope, Jade will take the spot from Annette.
Car left. All clear.
Jardy's still in the lead with Keith right behind him. Well, can Jade get up there and mix this up and not possibly steal the win from these two? Coming through the hairpin, Jardy still with. Oh, Keith hits the wall. Nope. Okay, that was just a little bit of lag for me.
That's gonna look like a corner cut because on my screen he hit the wall in front of me.
5 to go. 5 to go.
Okay. So I just don't want to repeat the other two. Technically. I got to the point.
No, I saw it too. Response.
I understand what you want to think that was kind of.
So we are getting reports that Keith actually did hit the wall. That was a very strange event right there. And pretty impressive for him to still be sitting in second after that as well. As we switch to Cheesehead here. Watch in front of him. Everyone's getting loose coming through the carousel. Back over to Keith with major damage to his front end from hitting the wall. But that number one still is very fast out on the track, as you can tell. Jardy sideways coming through the S's. Where does Keith make this move? Does he do it now or does he wait? Coming to 3 to go. Yeah, Jade, if he said an out was lagging, he really is. Because he's all over the place for me, too. Jardy's still in the lead as they come through the carousel section. Keith trying to find that line again. But where Keith's been a lot stronger than Jardy all race has been that turn 9-10 combo. Right there before the hairpin. Another great run right there for Keith though, coming into the S's. Gets him to the bumper. Jardy loose a little bit. He's offline. Keith looking to make a move. Keith still not close enough there. Does he make a move here in the hairpin? He's trying to look for it. No, he can't. Jardy with slight contact to the wall. He keeps it straight. 2 to go. Okay, 3 to go. I'm sorry. Jardy's still holding strong to the carousel. Jade right there in third. Again, can he get up there and mix it up with these two? As we are getting reports to 51 with the blown motor. Keith still pressuring hard as they go through turn 10 here. Jardy with a beautiful corner that time though. He will maintain the lead. Keith not close enough from the hairpin to do anything.
2 to go, driver.
10-4. Keith diving a little bit deeper in turns 2 there. He's trying to get to that bumper, let Jardy know I'm still here. You ain't got rid of me yet. Out of the dog leg, Jardy with about a lap and a half to go here. Keith in the grass trying to get everything he can out of that car. Out of the hairpin. Coming to the white flag. 1 to go. Jardy still leading this. Keith in second.
Right side. All right, you're clear.
What does Keith do here to get this win? Does he push him
White
and
flag.
take him
Bring it
out through
home.
one of the corners? Or does he try to find that spot to where he can make the clean pass?
Unfortunately, this is kind of where teams go out the window.
Or do you see the bump and run like we do at Bristol? Where you just move the driver enough to get around him?
Dude, that was the best battle of the season. I'm making pissed off.
Keith trying everything he can here.
You're almost out
Looking
of gas.
towards the inside as they go through the dog leg. It's not going to work. Jardy still pulling the defensive line. Keith a little bit later in the brakes. He's going to run wide, try to get the run off the corners. He gives the bump to Jardy. That's why I'm going to help Jardy down through the S's here. Keith is trying to find the spot to make the pass.
Clear left.
He's looking towards the right of Jardy. Jardy's not going to give it. Keith loose through turn 10.
You're almost out of gas.
Keith overdriving it. Jardy looks like he will hold on for the win. Jardy is your winner. He is moving on to the championship for at Homestead.
Left side. Left side.
Followed by Keith in second.
Left side's clear.
Let's see. Who had third there?
You top 5? Awesome.
As Jade works across the line, it appears he will get fourth. Cheese with third.
Are we doing pre-race or post-race? Yeah, we can do post-race. Top 3 in the booth. Okay.
That was a great race there. Great win by Jardy. A lot of good battles between Jardy and Keith that whole race. It was great seeing Keith Cheese up there. We will get the top 3 into the booth with us for interviews.
Whew.
Man, that was a finish.
Gonna be a lot of things happening off that. Whew.
Still, nothing was quite as crazy as that stage 2 restart.
Mm-hmm.
That I've never seen before.
Jade, before everything gets started, great battle, bro. And
Yeah, man.
We didn't slow down at the same time right there. Like I downshifted from fourth like to third to second real quick, and you slowed down too far, like quicker. So I jerked it to the right and completely screwed everything.
It's all good.
But what was cool is I hit that little line and it turned me back around and put me right back on your bumper.
Mm-hmm.
Jardy, congratulations, man. Good win.
Thank you.
I know Keith was really trying to put a run on you for that one. He had a good car, but good win, man.
He'd get right to me, then he'd get looser. He'd make a little mistake right there. Last corner of the S's coming to the final corner.
Another thing, good job
Yeah.
saving 3 laps, man. While leading the race. I mean,
I saved
amazing.
2, and then I saved
2?
another one after I pit.
After the pit, gotcha. Same thing here.
I guess Keith isn't coming to the booth.
No.
He's upset.
So,
he didn't want that caution, and I didn't either.
Yeah.
To be honest, and I'm sorry for griping. I apologize, but I'm competitive and stuff.
Well, Jardy, man, you were definitely one of the cars to beat tonight, as predicted. How was it out there for the race?
That race was a blast. It was, I coming out of last season here, and I knew what I had to do to make the car a little bit better. I knew what I wanted to do to it, just didn't know how to do it. Spent a lot of time over the past week trying to adjust my setup and perfect it, and that's what we did. It was I had so much trouble on the exit of corners, the car stepping out, especially through the carousel. The carousel's a terrible corner. I hate the carousel so much. But no, that was a fun race. Good battle with Keith. Knew Keith was, I don't know who had the fastest lap. Was it Keith?
When I got back to the
Everybody
lobby,
got
the only cars that were left were you, myself, and Cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely hard to tell who would have had the fastest lap, but I know he was able to get through turn 10 a lot easier, it seemed like, compared to you. What were the adjustments you made in order to block that move going into the hairpin as well?
You know, I knew he would try to dive bomb it in because we practiced last night and that's what he was doing. So I was sort of expecting that move, and so that's what he did. He was trying to take the entry to the corner wider and then cut back and try to get a better run off, and through from the S's or from the carousel through the to the final corner, I think was where he had me beat. But I to the uphill section to the carousel, I think was where I was stronger.
I want to cut in real quick, man. Let y'all know I'm looking at the dailies right here. It does show that Mr. NASCAR Keith did put down the quickest lap of 128.7. Shows Jardy right behind him at a 129.1. Then we have Cheese followed by Jade, and then me dashing and at. So it just goes to show, man. Y'all had the two fastest cars out there. You were the two to beat.
Yeah, for sure. That showed all race. Well, congratulations, Jardy.
Thank you.
Great win. Keith, man, put up a great race tonight with Jardy all night long. Also with Cheesehead there for a while. Just couldn't quite get there, man. What was going on?
I got in his dirty air and I couldn't do nothing. I was gonna have to move him to get him out of the way, and I don't race like that, and I didn't want to worry about having a retaliation, so I was just waiting for a mistake, didn't get one, but it was a good race for me all night. I won the first stage, so I got me some decent stage points, but I wanted the win to lock in, but I'll just have to go get him next week at Richmond and then Martinsville.
For sure. Battling with, the difference between Jardy and Cheesehead, was there a different approach between the two that you would take to try to overpass them?
I was trying to capitalize on mistakes, and there was little to none whatsoever. I had to basically pass him on the racetrack, which passing on a road course is next to impossible. So I was just trying to play it safe all race, and I saved one more lap of fuel than Jardy did, but my tires were dead, and he was able to beat me. But if it wasn't for the last caution, I think he would have won the race regardless.
Yeah, for sure. Well, man, it was a blast watching you two go at it, as well as, you two and Cheesehead, which I know he's unfortunately not here to talk about that. But great race tonight, guys. Y'all were so much fun to watch, and look forward to next week at Richmond.
I agree. I think it was a good race, man. And I think Richmond's going to be better.
Little short track action under the lights.
And hopefully, maybe we can see, like we were talking about, what was it, Jade? How did you put it? If two people, if the same person, let's say Jardy wins Richmond next week, just, knowing that it's possible to points race in for people down at the bottom, correct?
Yes, it's going to make it a little bit easier, but if you have somebody that's towards the bottom, like, here, let me pull the points up before Miss Marcella does them.
It's me and Annette. Me and Annette are the last two.
So you have guys like Keith, he had a great night. Cheese had a good night. Secure, he's getting last place points, so he's going to drop the whole way to the back.
Oh.
So, you know, you guys got like Secure, but Secure can win at any track. You got
Yes.
like on myself. I'm only. Well, I was only 3 points out of the cut line. I'm gonna be a little further now because Cheese did a lot better than me tonight. But as long as the guys at the top they win and stay winning, the guys at the bottom they have a shot to point their way in.
Gotcha. And we can win too.
We could win too and really shake it up.
Just like we saw yesterday in the Busch race, nothing's over till it's over.
Roll the magic 8-ball and see what happens.
So if you look at the Busch points right now, the cut line. Oh, Busch points are not done yet. Never mind.
I was hit it there.
But we'll see how it goes. But
well, Jade, before we jump out of here, I can jump in a party with you after. Someone else wanted in. Who was that?
Jardy, we can just stay in here and talk.
Okay, we're not
No
live
issues.
anymore? Are we live still?
We are still live, but with that being said, it's a WRL round of 8 is almost done. There will be no truck race Saturday night, but we are having 2 charity races. For anyone interested in donating or in running, the link is in, or the post is in Discord. You can private message myself or any admin, and we can send them to you. So you guys are interested. Other than that, signing off for the WRL.
Just wanted to say thanks again for having me tonight, Jade. It's always a blast jumping in on the booth with you guys.
If you want to do it every week, then it's all you. You can be there every week if you'd like.
And I'm here to tell you, you do a good job, man. I've listened in. You asked a lot of good questions. Like I try a little bit, and maybe it's some statistics, but you really put in the good questions, and that's what it takes, man. So I think you belong here too.
Yeah, thanks, Scorpius. I really appreciate that. And once again, looking forward to next week, and definitely going to be fun.
Alrighty, but with that being said, we're going to sign off here. We got a lot of stuff to do tonight and get ready for Saturday. Tomorrow night, F1 is at Spa, so get ready to tune in for that. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good battle. With that being said, that's all we got, folks. Have a good night.